Welcome back to another episode of Bass Bros, and today, guys, it is absolutely freezing today, but I have an ice fishing tournament, so that doesn't matter. Let's head out to the lake and catch some fish. Just registered right here. Well, apparently I showed up a little bit too late, even though I just came right at sunrise, but you know, it's all right because my spot is actually taken by about like 55 people already, so I don't know where to go, but I'm gonna find a new spot to set up somewhere. All I have to do is find some weeds around like 10 to 15 feet of water, and I think I should be okay. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm about 8 feet of water. There's about a foot of weeds off the bottom. I'm gonna set up one here and then go out to maybe like 13-ish and set up a tip up in 8 and a tip up in 13, and then start jigging somewhere else and see what I can't get. But that's the goal. I just want to try some different depths and see if they're hitting anything else more specifically than other things, just to try to figure out where these pike are, you know. So guys, of course it has to be 10 degrees and 20+ mile-per-hour winds today, and I don't have a shanty. I'm going to be out here for about 12 hours, so I may freeze, but as long as I catch a pike, it'll be worth it. Oh my gosh, that's probably a false flag. 110%. Yeah, I gotta move the direction here. Go like that. Then it shouldn't blow off. Guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know if my blades are frozen or they just broke yesterday because they were working fine all season. But I can't drill a hole right now. It won't catch. Like, this is the one thing you wouldn't want to happen, you know, when you're ice fishing, but you know, that's all right. I mean, so at least if you think about it, guys, like literally nothing else can go wrong today because the worst thing possible just happened. My auger broke, so now I can't even drill a hole, but you know, at least I got 3 holes out, so I can at least attempt to catch something where I am. And maybe someone will be nice enough to let me borrow their auger later if I need it. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna make do with what I got. And holy wind. Only up from here, so we got to keep a positive attitude because we have God on our side, and I'm gonna catch that $10,000 tagged fish. Oh yeah, I'd never mentioned that, guys, but the competition is for pike, and the biggest pike you get some prizes. But what I'm going for today is there's 4 fish that are tagged in here for pike, and each of them are worth $10,000. So that's kind of what I'm going for, because I don't think I'm gonna catch the biggest pike, but I can at least just hope for one of them to be tagged if I catch one. So it has been 2 hours. I have not gotten a bite. All I've done is absolutely freeze my butt off because this wind is actually insane, so that's all right. It's just days like today that made me wish I would have bought a shanty. That's all I gotta say. Well, a flag just popped. 100% the wind though. Like, I don't have like much hope that it is anything, but yeah, no, that was just the wind as expected. You know, it's kind of hard to get my hopes up if a flag pops off just because of how strong this wind is. Like, there's probably false flags everywhere. Like, all right, guys, I am home right now, and I'm gonna replace these blades and then head back out there and try to finish off the day with a fish, maybe. Got the new blades on. Let's get back to the lake. All right, guys, made it back to the lake. I'm on the other side now. I'm gonna try over here. Have zero idea what I'm doing. Pike. I mean, it doesn't look like an absolute stud by any means, but it's a fish, so that is good. And it's in the area that I'm fishing, so I like to see that. Oh boy, guys, I suck at fishing, which I already knew that, so I guess that's why I make YouTube videos and don't fish tournaments. Yep, I leave my tip up here for like a half an hour, and this is what happens. Just frozen, straight in the ice. All right, well, and this is frozen to the ground. This is great. All right. But what I do have is this. Okay, so it's probably been like 4 minutes into the video, but I've actually been on here for 7 hours, guys. And I still have 4 more to go. I'm staying the whole day because I'm trying to catch the fish. You know, if I don't get anything, at least I tried. I'm just trying to catch one of those dink perch again, guys, because I don't even care at this point. I just want to catch a fish. I just got a flag. It's definitely a false flag. Like, I don't even have like the slightest of a hope that it's a fish, because I know it's not. Yep, told ya. This wind is just too high for me to like even get excited if a flag goes off, because I just know it's the wind. They're literally running 5 feet off the bottom and they're not biting it. That doesn't make any sense. I just want to catch fish and these perch aren't biting, and it's really annoying me. Oh my gosh, I had one. I literally had him. Dude, I literally had him. Dude. So guys, I think it's safe to say this is my first ever time out on the lake seeing the sunrise and the sunset in the same day. So I was out here for quite some time. This is probably going to be a super short video, but it was filmed over a 12-hour period. So that's just kind of insane to think about. That's how freaking rough this day was. Well, as much as I hate to say it, guys, I'm gonna accept defeat. It is getting dark and I am freezing. I've been out here, like I said, for 12 hours, so I'm pretty cold, to say the least. But, you know, just one of those days. It's just not my day, which, you know, it's all right. You know what, guys, I'd be lying if I didn't say that was probably the toughest day of fishing that I've ever had. Like, that was the longest I've ever spent a day fishing. Like, I was out there from like 7 a.m. to about like 6:40, so almost 12 hours I was out on the lake, minus like an hour where I had to go back home to replace the auger blades and stuff. But that was just part of the roughness of the day, that I started off with my auger blades just, I don't even know what happened to them or anything like that. They just stopped working, and I don't know, guys. It was a rough day. I didn't catch anything, although some people did catch some nice pike. I think the biggest pike in the tournament was a 35-inch pike, so it was a pretty good pike. It was good to see that people were actually catching fish out there, and not everyone just got skunked, because the conditions were a little bit rough that day with it being so cold and so windy. Like, I'm sure the bite was a lot slower than it normally was. It's like, because as you guys seen in previous videos, I've caught quite a few pike out there. It's just the conditions were not its day, but I'm glad that other people were getting on a good bite there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless. It was a fun experience out there, just getting out to do an ice fishing tournament, and just to see the amount of people on that lake, because I fish Walled Lake all the time and there's never anybody out there, so just to see that lake littered with people is kind of cool and kind of interesting to see. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a fat thumbs up, and if you want to see me fish some more tournaments, let me know in the comments down below, although I do have a kayak, so I'm sure there's not a whole variety of tournaments that I'll be able to enter from a kayak. But if you guys want to see some tournaments, I can definitely look around and try to find some like kayak fishing tournaments or whatever for the spring and for the summer, because I'm not good at that, but I'm decent. I'm better at that than ice fishing, so I think I'd have a better chance at possibly winning something. Probably not. I suck at fishing, but if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments down below. I think it'd be super cool to fish some tournaments, you know, try to actually compete. But as always, folks, fish with passion, as I did today for 12 hours and caught nothing. But anyways, see you guys later.